we're both chair and late.
Chair and late. Alright, let's see here. Is it streaming?
It says that it's a popular monster opinions.
I'm going to see if I can do this real quick. I just disabled Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, I just disabled
Yes, I can hear you.
my Wi-Fi so that I can go off the Ethernet. So I wanted to make sure it's not gonna break the connection there. Cool, looks like we're live here, we have voices, we have monsters.
If
Huzzah.
someone ping Z, he should be here.
Yeah, where the hell's he? Damn these bots. Always oiling themselves up over behind some corner. Alright. Bam. Beautiful monsterhood is here. Yours truly. That's that. Let's get this going. Alright. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to the Big 5-0 Monstercast number 50. So, clap yourselves on the back. We've made it this far, and that's pretty good. Today's topic will be Resident Evil monsters. So if you don't know much about it, it's a great chance for you to learn about Resident Evil and its monsters, more importantly here. And if you do know something about Resident Evil monsters, then this is the place for you to share it, for you to talk about it, for you to express yourself. Couple announcements. First of all, let me say the Dande Run event. So the Monster Maker Challenge, Dande said that the current one that is in progress is the SCP one. You have to create your own SCP. Do a write-up, just make sure your SCP is original. If you want details on this event, the details are over in the events section over in our Discord. You can always shout out Dande, ask him for details. And the announcement is in the events there as well. So it's going to be, the submissions are going to be run and looked at and shared on October 4th, Friday. So Friday, October 4th. Dante also stated that next month, October, he will not be holding a Monster Maker Challenge due to other events that will be in progress, such as Inktober, and of course our Halloween Monster Art Contest. I will be announcing that probably on the 1st of October, the details of that contest, the prizes, and what the challenge will be, and who our guest judge will be alongside myself. Very excited about that. So we will have those, and then Dande's Monster Maker Challenge event will continue the month after that, so it'll continue from November and so on. All right, so October 4th is the SCP one. If you can make it, join in on here. Dande's going to be covering everyone. Everyone's going to be sharing their SCPs, so join on in. We'll probably share that on a Monstercast a week later or sometime like that. Let's see, what else do we have here? Where am I going? I think that's it. If something else hits me, I'll announce it at the time. So let's see here. Let's announce everybody who is here ready. So we do have Dande in the chat. Welcome, Dande. Glad to have you. We have Louis Zenadog over on YouTube. He says, I'm busy as heck. I will have to leave soon, but I made it on time. That's what matters, Louis. We checked the box. Your doomsday will be much later now because of that.
Huzzah.
Greetings, Monster Master and Monster Brethren. Laugh loud, I mean greetings. Okay, Raincrawler said, hello everyone. Hello, Louis. Welcome, Raincrawler. Good to see ya. And Raincrawler, I just made the announcement on Dande's event, Monster Maker event. So if you are interested in that, since I know you're an artist as well, do check in the events section. They'll be going over the SCPs October 4th. We also have in the text, we have Darth Phoenix. Welcome back, Darth. You've been very attentive lately to the whole Monsterhood as a whole, so I thank you. We have Dio, the master of today, the person, the one that wanted this to happen. Yeah, that's right. Resident Evil Monsters is here because of Dio. So, Holy Dio, welcome. Glad to have you.
Hello, Dio. Thanks for bringing about the end of the world at the hands of Umbrella.
There you go. And that was our good old Gargamel Gold. We've missed him a few weeks, but he's back, and he's Gargy as ever, and I'm glad for it. So welcome back, Gargamel.
Glad to do the comeback.
And we have Chris Chu, who's been here waiting patiently.
I live.
He lives.
Kinda, sorta.
There we go. Awesome. I remember seeing that, and I was like, Kiss. Chris,
I
okay.
posted it in the memes yesterday.
It's okay. We can call Chris Kiss as well sometimes. Kiss.
It is true. I misspelled it. I'm too lazy to change it.
That's awesome. You
Cannot make me.
misspelled your own meme with your own name. That's perfect. That's a double whammy.
Yep.
Alrighty.
I cannot be bothered to change it.
That's how we are here. So, we're going to be talking about Resident Evil Monsters. What that entails is, first, locking my microphone. Second, it entails talking about not necessarily your favorite Resident Evil monster, maybe something interesting of the monsters that you want to mention, or something you want to point out, or, like I said, draw attention to, or it is a favorite one that you have. Whatever the case is, it shall be surrounding Resident Evil monsters. I think we're focusing, as Dio wanted, more on the games, but if you do want to share something from the movie, I think you are welcome too. C just joined in. He says, I have been taken to Italy. Well.
Aww.
What a weak excuse is
Sour.
that? Because Jono was here and
Nice.
Jono's in Italy. What's that, Chris?
That explains why he's been missing for a while.
Uh-huh. I think Jono kidnapped him. Uh-oh, and now Jono's missing as well. What's going on here? Okay, so without further ado, we're going to have Dio to start this off. You guys may share, especially you guys over on YouTube. You guys can share whenever you want. I will read your shares, and we'll be taking turns over here on the Discord. First will be Dio, and later will be Dio as well. It is his day today. It's his turn to shine. So Dio, please introduce your first monster that you wanted to talk about of Resident Evil. Make sure, guys, when you share your monsters, let us know the source of which game or movie you are referring to, the source of that monster. And here we go. I just got off. Wow, C just got off the plane, and he let us know. See, that is caring. That is caring. I'll give him a watermelon. He can't make it, but he just got off the plane, and the first person, not his mother, not his father, that he contacted was the Monsterhood. Gracias.
Nice.
What's today's topic? Okay, cool. So here we go. Dio share. The Hypnos T. Type from Resident Evil Survivor was an experimental model of Tyrant. Oh, okay. The difference between this Tyrant and other models was that he was much thinner, and the inclusion in its genetic makeup of the Hypnos gene, a modified genetic strand that, when implanted into an organism, would kill weaker cells, leaving only the strongest to keep the organism going and encouraging the reproduction of better cells. By the way, one of my favorite tyrants. Very cool. I haven't heard of that sort of manipulation, or I may have, but the way he described it from the bare bones there worked. What do you guys think of this one? The Hypnos T-type Tyrant.
Sounds quite dope, actually.
It does. So this is a
Sounds
concept.
like something that'd be very difficult to kill.
Yeah, it would be strong, obviously, and maybe a little better than the usual healing. I wonder how much it would change. I wonder what percentage of the top cells. Is it like the top 90% or is it like the top 10%? You know, that's a question. There's probably
Why
something.
does the one in the top image have a boob?
Oh, yes, I had
Like
that
a
question as
singular
well.
boob that is crossed out.
Crossed out boob. Dio, answer the boob question. You are on the floor. You're on the spot.
Why is there only one boob, and why is it cut in like 4, like you do an orange?
Yes, because it's a walking sampling dish to other freaks. Let's see what he says. Oh, he doesn't know. Well, it looks like it's supposed to be a male, either way. At least the other boob looks more like a peck. So this looks like something infected almost. It could be anything when you look at his other hand being huge claws like that, and the odd skin under his neck and jaw, the darkened skin. So it could be a number of factors, I guess, biological factors or not. So the Hypnos Tyrant.
These are allegedly created, so why would someone give it one boob?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Like I said, maybe it's some kind of boil or something.
Yeah, well, it's also created
Something
by
like
a
acting up.
virus, and maybe the virus mutates in unpredictable ways.
I guess that's why they call it a hypnos, because the moment you see it, you're like, why the fuck does the thing have a boob? You start to
Yes.
think about it, and by the time you can realize that, oh shit, that's a monster, it comes and kills you.
It's hypnotic. Yes, and that's why it has the bullseye on it, because you stare straight in the middle, and then he pokes
That
you in the
thing
eye.
is far from hypnotic. I would run away from it as soon as I saw it. Unless I thought it was some guy just cosplaying.
So it's pretty cool. It's a concept art. It didn't actually appear right in the game. It was an experimental model, or was it in the game at all? I don't think so. So it's mainly a concept art. What can you tell us about it, Dio? What can you tell us about his, let's say, height and size? How tall is this fellow? The Dio is a typing. So I'm pretty sure the Tyrant is quite tall. Like at least 9 feet or something like that. By the way, out of us present, how many of you have actually played Resident Evil? Any Resident Evil game? Please raise your
Don't
hand.
look at me. The only thing I know of the Resident Evil is vaguely remembering that a movie way back in the 2000s was called Resident Evil, and the playthrough of Resident Evil 5 done by LAC TV.
Oh, okay. Wow, so you haven't been
I've played most of the early Resident Evil games. And
Okay.
I played well, I didn't play any of the ones that were on the that were exclusively to the Nintendo franchise. But I did play Resident Evil 1, Resident Evil 2, and some Resident Evil 3, Resident Evil 4. A little bit of Resident Evil 5, not too much though.
Okay.
I did play the Resident Evil 2 remake.
Do you enjoy the lore, Gargamel?
The lore is kind of interesting.
Okay.
Extremely far-fetched, but pretty interesting.
The one thing I remember as a whole from the Resident Evil franchises, they have magic plants.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we
The plants
miss.
aren't magic. They just got really unusual genetics. The entire
yes.
Resident Evil series involves it's more science fiction than anything else. It's like
I'm
sci-fi
referring,
horror, basically.
no, I'm referring to the fact how the playable characters can just pick up a random plant in a pot, and all of a sudden they make a fucking spray out of it, and it instantly heals you.
Yeah, you're right. Plants don't work like that in real life.
That's good old game mechanics for you. Darth says all of the tyrants have huge claws. Okay. Dio said, well, he's kind of tall. Dande said he hasn't played any of the games. Okay, so this concept
Actually,
has been
not
in
all the
game.
tyrants have huge claws. They usually only have huge claws after they've been like severely injured and they mutate into their second form.
Oh, okay. Okay.
At least that's the way it was with the original
Yeah.
T1010. It was
Mm-hmm.
in the original tyrant they appeared in like Resident Evil 1, and then in Resident Evil 2 there was another tyrant that only appeared when you went through like the second playthrough. He was like in a hat, like a coat, basically.
So it appears that the original tyrant, or here, is the one that's the second picture that Dio and the third picture that he put up. And then this is the Hypnos one that he was talking about today. But do we have a picture of the Hypnos one from the video game, or is it completely experimental? Was the Hypnos type in the video game, Dio? Can you tell us that? I also just realized, looking at the images again, that isn't a shadow. You guys probably caught that. I was looking over that many times, and I didn't really think about it. But yeah, obviously the dark left part of him is not a shadow. It's a darkened layer of armor, flesh, or something. You can see it clearly in the screenshot in the game. So let's see what Dio says, and then we'll finish on that one. So yeah, I would like to see the Hypnos one in the game. Or maybe that's a really rare thing. It's flesh, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Alrighty. Dio, if you can let us know if the Hypnos one is in the game, if you can get a screenshot of it, it would be great. With that, we're going to move on to the next person here. Dande, I believe you don't have anything you wanted to bring up, but I'll ask you anyway. So Dande, do you have any question or Resident Evil monster related thing you wanted to share or question? I like that they call them BOW. Bow. That is kind of cool, Rain. The only thing I know of as a monster of Resident Evil are the liquors. Well, the liquors. Let's take a quick look at that. Maybe somebody wants to share more about it, so we're not going to totally spoil it. Ah, yes, the liquors.
Oh, those things are really terrifying.
They be nasty.
They be nasty. I'll bring over a picture.
They're really terrifying.
Reminds me of something.
In, like, the remake, Resident Evil 2 remake.
Reminds me of some...
Which I have to say is a good game, but they unfortunately left some of the classic Resident Evil 2 monsters out of that for some reason.
And I don't know why it's not popping up. There it is. Thank you, Darth. He found the same one I did. So, Yeah, it's reminiscent of quite a few monsters out there, other than having that more brain structure on his outer head. Let's see. Louis said, I picked the Nyx. Okay, let's take Louis' share into account then. It is an experimental BOW stored in Raccoon City. Somewhere where Pro lives. It was named after a Greek goddess of the night. It was released during an attack during transport. It's very volatile and will fuse matter to itself. All right, let's check this thing out. Fuse matter to itself. I'm liking it. They can't see but hear good as fuck. Okay, so apparently, oh, he's talking about the lictors, I think. Did we just, are they called? Wait a minute. Liquor. Okay, I just said
They're called
lictors.
liquors. They're not
Yeah,
called
we don't
lictors.
want to bring up the
Uh,
lictors, not yet at least. It's too early for lictors.
Lictors are smidgen a lot more dangerous than these licky boys.
Yeah. Quite a bit more awesome. Okay, so Nyx, cool. Okay, so I wanted to learn about the Nyx because I was looking at some Resident Evil monster images and I saw this. I don't see any images of it in game though, but the concept art looks great. It's just a huge body horror type monster. Liquor type 2 right there. So here it is. Here is the Nyx, which Louis mentioned. Louis, or Dio, or anyone that knows, is this monster in the game? Why are there no screenshots? Or if you can find a screenshot of it from the game, can you please post it? I think I might have just found one. That's quite horrifying. Just the way we like it. Nyx absorbed the Tio. Really, it absorbed an actual tyrant. Congratulations, Batman. Are werebears more attack because they're monstrous lichens because they aren't. No, they would just be were tigers and werebears, not lichens or lycanthrope or yeah, werewolves. Okay, absorption to the max. By the way, Dande or somebody can or Darth, can you guys let Batman know that we are on a live chat? And that he can respond to us through this text. If somebody could please let him know that, since my hands are tied. That's how I do these, with my hands tied. So, let's see what Louis said. It's from Resident Evil Outbreak. Well, it sure looks like quite an outbreak. Nice. So a big, formless, fleshy thing that absorbs other organic things. I wonder what the limits of that are. Is it anything organic or just humanoid or just animal organism? Interesting. What do you guys think about it?
Cute.
Cute. Chris says cute. All right. Let's see another image here.
I say terrifying.
I would okay. I'm gonna change the cute to very chair.
Well, I'd like to add disgusting to it. A nice bit of disgustingness, especially with that big bloated pink purple thing. It obviously, looking at the 3 images I posted in succession, it looks like that big bulge is just getting bigger, bigger, and bigger until something happens.
Notices your bulge. Ooh, woo, what's this?
Monstercast Pro. Slayer, or Jono says, puts up the beam, and then he disappears. Let's see if at least he sticks around. Welcome, Jono. It's good to have you here.
Escomusculunge, I think you better put out that fire before it burns your house down. You're not much of a prono, are you?
See, John, hey, Dandy. Okay, so let's see here. Raincrawler said lickers love that they don't have eyes. I think they are similar to the xenomorphs. I could see some of that. They're also similar to the crawlers? The young ones of the strain, the young vampire, the blind children vampires of the strain. Remember, Gargi? They're a little bit reminiscent of that as well, especially since they were blind. It's the resident. It reminds me of a creature from Castlevania. Nice. Okay, well, moving on. I do like that one. The
Reminds me of a
Nyx.
creature from my nightmares.
You have some tasty nightmares, Gargamel. Okay, we'll continue to the next person. Let's go with Darth Phoenix. Something for the cast today, Resident Evil. Darth Phoenix, can you tell us what did you want to share? I see you posted these videos, but I can't obviously play all these here right now. Let's start one though, nonetheless. Oh. Cancelled Creatures Part 1. Nice. So these are all the cancelled concepts. That's always fun to watch. Especially when you're going in deep in research on these things. So, Darth, please share your Resident Evil monster of the day. If you have one. If you don't, please let me know. My, I just saw a catbird. I see a catbird over on YouTube. I see those eyes. I see the eyes poking out. She made it, and I'm the happier for it. Great to have you here, Phoenix. Griffo. Let's see. Grand Falloon. Okay, Catbird. Yes, you know who the Catbird is. Now all we need is Super OCD and they will have fulfilled their duties. She's here. Lurking, as always. Yes. Okay, Darth Phoenix, mine are the hunters. Okay, so let's take a look at Phoenix's hunters of Resident Evil. Let's see what they look like here. If you guys can please post images. There, he did. Ooh, well, that's pretty nice. I wasn't expecting something like that from Resident Evil. Looks like something from Call of Cthulhu. Ooh, looks big. What do you guys think? We can't say no to reptilian-like creatures.
It reminds me too much of the lizard from the second Spider-Man quote-unquote trilogy.
Uh-oh.
Not really a fan.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I remember you come across the hunters in the first Resident Evil game.
Let me get
And I think you come across them in the third one as well.
Darth, what can you tell us about this creature? Or Dio, what can you tell us? I also wanted to mention a hunter. By the way, Darth, if you don't mind, I could show all the other ones. Go ahead, Dio. If you can, show all the types of hunters. So these hunters look like amphibious reptilian creatures. Actually, we're not sure about how amphibious they are. They don't have webbed hands. I just looked at the flat face and assumed so, but actually they appear more reptilian, kind of horn-toed a little bit. Maybe they're from dry environments. Now all these creatures, as you mentioned, Gargamel and the others, these have been all lab created, right? Are any of these monsters like from some parts of the world or some dimension, or are they all just experimentations gone whack?
They're all bioweapons. I don't think there are any, monsters in Resident Evil, at least, not the games or the movies, that were not, or the cartoons that were not created in a lab. There may have been some in like the comics. I think that like there was like one Resident Evil comic I remember reading about or hearing about where there was actually a werewolf, but that was like so like out of the ordinary.
Okay, I see. So other than that, they're all weapons. They're designed to destroy.
Yeah,
Um,
they're designed to be bioweapons that the Umbrella Corporation can like sell to like the highest bidder.
oh wow. Okay. I'm liking where that's going. So this is a very nicely composed creation. Then I would say, this scientist did well. Well done, Darth. Did you create this one? So, Dio. Okay, so I guess Dio will share those a little later. Let's go on. Let's go to Gargamel, then Chris, and then we'll come back to Dio. Or did it a little too well? Yes, Dante, I agree. Let's go to Gargamel. Oh, never mind. Dio just posted all the hunters, so let's take a look at those one by one. So first of all, we have the Hunter Elite. Nice. I like the little gray look to them. They look sort of toadish, other than their actual skin appearing with scales, some more reptilian. But very cool design. I like these guys. I like the first ones, the grays. Okay, second one, Hunter 2. Okay, so we have the green form again and some slight differences. Big claws. Oh, crap. Next one, we have the Hunter Sweeper. Hard to see that one. Interesting. Looks maybe a little bulkier, maybe. Very nice. Then we have the Hunter Tick. Low resolution model. More insectoid, apparently. Hunter R. Pulled out here. Okay, so these two are the actual ones from the game, and then this one's pulled out as a render. That one's very nice. That's a very sexy hunter, if I say so myself. A lot of sharp edges. Green, spiky. Excellent, excellent. And the last one, the Hunter Beta. A bubbly one. So, guys, do you have a favorite out of those?
I can't say anything particular.
So what is the first one? Dio, so the first one that Darth posted the picture of and I posted, is that a Hunter R or a Hunter 2, or is that just a regular Hunter? Sorry, Chris.
I generally don't like it, as it reminds me too much of the lizard from the second era,
Gotcha.
the second Sony Spider-Man thing.
Too many flashbacks. Too many flashbacks.
Too many flashbacks.
Let's see. So he did say this is the regular one, so these are all different from it. I'd say the regular one looks awesome to me. I'd say the first gray one's the Hunter Elite, and then the Hunter R. Those three look pretty damn awesome to me. The Sweeper looks pretty neat. Yeah, the Sweeper looks pretty awesome too, actually. Yep. I got the other two things to mention. The Sweeper, the regular one. Do they do different things? Dante asks. Well, some are stronger than the regular ones. Okay, so some are stronger. Maybe some are quicker. Some are smaller. Some are bigger. All right, let's see what Phoenix says. Phoenix is talking. She is squawking out there. Experiments on people, animals, and plants infected with viruses. So that is the source of these monsters. I like the original Hunter. Yeah, that original was awesome. Great. Let's move on to Gargamel. Gargamel, what would you like to share today? If anything. Moment of...
I think I'd like to share the Resident Evil 2 monster, the Nemesis.
Okay. I can
No,
look...
no, actually, not Nemesis. It's Resident Evil 3. That's the Nemesis.
Resident Evil
Sorry,
3 Nemesis. Okay, so I'll Google an image for that.
the Nemesis. It's really unusual because it's the only T monster, T virus created monster I know of that actually uses weapons that are not part of its body. It has like a rocket launcher and stuff. In addition to its like claws and its tentacles.
This would be probably a boss in the game?
Yeah, it's a recurring boss.
Recurring boss. Okay. Here's a cool. So there's a zoomed out shot. Here's a zoomed in shot. Or not. There we go. Nice. It's like Freddy Krueger without the mask.
Yeah, it also appeared in the second Resident Evil movie.
Oh, it did.
Resident Evil Apocalypse.
Wow, they actually had something.
Look up that one as well.
Okay. So they actually had something that recurred in the movie from the video game. And what else? Second movie. So what can you tell us about it, Gargamel? Obviously he's big, bulky. Does he carry a bazooka, or is that part of him?
He carries a bazooka, which makes him really unusual because he's, unlike the other Resident Evil monsters, like the typical Resident Evil monsters, he doesn't use, he uses man-made weapons in addition to like his own genetically engineered abilities. So he like, near the end of this third Resident Evil game, he even like shoots down a helicopter with his like bazooka.
Ooh, nice gif. Thank you, Dio. He's very reminiscent of someone of Fallout. If someone can post me a Fallout, very similar Fallout creature to this guy, I'll give you a watermelon. So Darth says you can say he's the main antagonist. And he says, yeah, the movies aren't so good.
Yeah, he's the main antagonist in the third Resident Evil game.
Okay. Ooh, that's a cool gift too.
And in Resident Evil 4, they replaced the zombies with something called I can't remember the name of them. They like go out something, some kind of like infected that were infected with like these bugs that would, if you shot them in the head and it was at night, the bug would like pop out and it would like attack you from like the creature because of yeah.
Okay.
Fourth Resident Evil game is like they started on a completely different path. They didn't even have traditional zombies in the fourth game. They had like some kind of other thing. They're like people like that were infected with this parasite that would control them. In that game, there were a lot of, they actually were more intelligent than the regular zombies because they would like use like weapons and stuff again. And some of them would like throw axes and stuff.
Okay. Louis said that, or no, Rain said that the Nemesis has two other. No, Louis said the Nemesis has two other forms as well. So it appears like it can control some tendrils or grow out some tendrils out of its body. As you can see in that GIF, he shoots out a tendril through the guy's head.
Yeah, it can do that. The Nemesis can definitely do that.
Okay. So it has some tendril control. Well done, Jono. I knew you would get that. I knew you would step on that when I mentioned the watermelon. And that is what I was talking about. There's a Fallout very similar creature. Behemoth especially. The super mutants. Ooh, the Phoenix. No, the Phoenix is... Oh, she is around here. She's lurking about. Oh boy. We better behave. Alright, so Las Plagas. Let me see what Rain said. Rain said Nemesis looks like the Chatterer.
Yeah, they were the Las Plagas. In Resident Evil 4, they replaced the zombies with the Las Plagas, which were people infected by this parasite that was allowed them to be mind controlled by this cult.
Okay, let's Google that. There we go. Ooh, yes, yes, lovely, lovely. Las Plagas. Cool. Very, very face huggerish. We appreciate that here.
No.
Um, finally, Chris doesn't agree with something monstrous with me. It's too monstrous.
I'd rather not.
Let's see. Rain
Well,
colors.
no one wants to be hugged by a face hugger.
Well, Louis says, no, Rain said Nemesis looks like the Chatterer from Helsing. I think you're talking about from Hellraiser, not Helsing. Or are you talking about Helsing? Is there a Chatterer in Helsing? I don't know. But I know in Hellraiser, you have the Chatterer. Yeah, and he does look like the Chatterer, like a beefed
No,
up.
I don't think there was a Shadow in Helsing. I don't know.
Yeah,
was
I think
thinking
he's
of the
talking
Van
about
Helsing movie, so maybe
Hellraiser. So he does look like a Chatterer on steroids. The Chatterer of the Cenobite Chatterer of Hellraiser. Yeah, very reminiscent. Good spot there, Rain. Louis says Gargamel Gold is talking about Las Plagas. Yep. Hellraiser, sorry. Yep, got it, Rain. Rain knows what's up. Let's see, spell that. Come join, please.
Venus just showed a picture of what the Las Plagas look like
Mm-hmm.
after they come out of the victim's head if they've been infected long enough at like night when you shoot the head off.
Okay. That GIF there with the minigun is pretty awesome. That Dio posted. It almost makes him look a little too cool. He looks a little bit too suave. Let's see, what else do we have here? These guys. Okay, so it comes out of their tops there. Very nice. I would like to... I'm enjoying this, actually, because I never got into Resident Evil too much, and after the movies came out, it really kind of... I really didn't want to get into it too much. But seeing this, especially this concept art, this last one with the... I think the Las Plagas coming out of the torsos, right? That is awesome. I would love to see the universes of this and... of course, what is Necromorphs? Dead Space collide. Obviously, Dead Space had more inspiration off of Resident Evil than Resident Evil off of Dead Space the Resident Evil was earlier.
Yeah, it is. But also, then but the T virus doesn't necessarily have to kill you though, in order to infect you. So that's one thing to keep in mind.
Right, for sure. Yeah, and so that's the main difference, is we got a lot of body horror here. The main difference being, again, necromorphs having the edge of being basically dead, or the host is dead. So yeah, very interesting. We never talk about Resident Evil monsters when we talk about assimilation monsters. We always mention the Zergs, the Tyranids, the necromorphs, the xenomorphs, and so on, but we never speak of the Resident Evil, probably because many of us haven't played it much, like Chris and I.
That also, in comparison, the Resident Evil ones don't really match up to scale.
It seems they don't have the level of power and speed of assimilation and the epicness of it as the
Also, they
others
have like
do.
some major disadvantages. Like, unlike the Zerg, the vast majority of Resident Evil monsters cannot use projectile weapons. So that would be, in real life, that would actually be a pretty big weakness they would have that could be taken advantage of. Like, if a military, like, that's actually one of the things that doesn't make that much sense about the whole bioweapons thing. Most of these creatures, they do not have, long range attacks, and so any army, any like trained sniper or like guy with a machine gun could easily like take them out from like cover, and
Right.
would not be like harmed by them because they don't. The vast majority of them have no ranged attacks.
So, Gargamel, in the games and the movies, when you dismember these guys, say you shoot off an arm, will the arm carry on, or will the arm be dead but the rest of the body carry on?
In Resident Evil 4, in Resident Evil 2 remake, if you can dismember a zombie and the rest of the body will carry on with the exception of like the part that's attached to the head. If you just decapitate it, that will kill the zombie. That's the one way to know for certain that it's dead.
Okay.
But in Resident Evil 4, if you decapitate a Las Plagas at night, that's when you encounter that bug thing that comes out of the head. In the daylight, you don't if you decapitate them, because sunlight, they're like vampires. Sunlight kills them.
Oh,
At
okay.
least the Las Plagas. If they're the Las Plagas parasite, but not the people who are infected by it.
That's awesome.
That must have been something they fixed with that model of creature in Resident Evil 5, because I can clearly remember from the playthrough, they would just random people walking about, the guys that played through it would pop someone's head in broad daylight, and one of those tendril things with teeth would pop out.
They must have made it so that they would no
Mm.
longer be affected by sunlight then, because in the Resident Evil 4 lore, the Las Plagas, they those parasites, if they come in contact with sunlight, it kills them, but not the people
Interesting.
infected. Just
I
the
love it
parasite.
when games take into account the day and night cycle. I believe enough games don't do that, and it's not that complex of a mechanism. For example, one sandbox type zombie survival game was 7 Days to Die. Yeah, 7 Days to Die. I don't know if it finally got completed, but the thing I really loved about the game, it's a survival game, so you have to build stuff and just survive the night. Because at night, during the day, the zombies are still there, they're walking around, they're dangerous, but they're slow. But as soon as night creeps in, they just run, they charge, and it's scary as hell. And that's such an awesome little mechanic that so many games could do, and makes it feel like a more living, real world, and really gives you that threat of night. So,
Resident Evil 4 does not take advantage of the day-night cycle. It doesn't.
right.
What it does is that it's only after you. It's like the first couple of few levels are in the daytime,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
after that, the rest of the game is at night.
yeah. Okay, yeah,
And
that's
then
what I was
that's when
thinking.
you start realizing that you start seeing the parasite come out if you shoot them in the head.
Sure. Okay, so that's when you. Right, right. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, since I know those games are very linear, not so sandboxy, so they don't really have a cycle. You're in a portion of the day or night. But yeah, nonetheless, that is a cool thing to take advantage of. I would like to see more of it. Maybe I'll stream some 7 Days to Die. That was a pretty cool game. Maybe we can play it together sometime. Here I go with broken video game promises. It's not a promise. Not yet.
I think it was finished actually.
Was it finally? Because it was taking
Yeah.
forever. It was always like beta or something, but you could already buy it and play
I don't
it. So.
play it. It's not something that really interests me.
Mm-hmm.
But it was. I think it was finished.
Okay. Let's see. Louis says Resident Evil video games and CG movies are better than the live action movies by a large margin. Raincrawler 100% agrees. You guys here on YouTube, don't forget to like. Aw, thank you, Louis.
I
Everybody-
don't 100% agree because I actually think in some cases the story with the games is actually better, but in some cases it's actually worse. And
Nice.
not
Okay.
the movies weren't as bad as some people make them out to be, in my opinion, but they're not, perfect masterpieces, most certainly.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's nicely said. And thank you, Louis. So you guys over on YouTube, if you're watching this or if you're joining us or whatever, please leave us a like. Get some more people involved. All right, so let's take a look here. These parasites look like the ones from Parasite Anime. Frank Horrigan, I think the closest super mutant nemesis in Fallout. Oh, okay. Jono's still on it. Only one watermelon, Jono. Only one. You can give up now. Darth Phoenix, what did you post there? Regenerator?
That's the regenerator.
Mm-hmm.
Something, it was alleged. I know the meme that it's supposedly a big deal in the series, but I'm not familiar as to why precisely.
It's it appeared in Resident Evil 4, and you could only take it down permanently by shooting these parasites on it, and you could only really see them with your night vision scope if you had this rifle,
Oh,
this
really?
special night vision rifle.
Damn.
Otherwise, it would completely regenerate if it like,
This
took out
makes
like
me
a
almost
bomb or
want to play the
something.
game.
Yeah. Well, it only appeared in the later levels of Resident Evil 4, like a couple levels near the end, I think.
I am liking them a lot. I'm liking. Oh, so they're the spiky ones too that I saw. Okay. So are they kind of like tree based, like plant based?
No, I don't think so.
I guess we'll
There was
talk about
a
these.
plant-based monster in Resident Evil 2, but they're a completely different thing.
So I have this spiky look of it. Yeah, the
That seems
regenerators.
uncomfortable to walk around with.
It does.
Unless you have clipping switched on.
Yeah.
In which case you're fine.
And the one he posted for you, Chris, that's a beautiful render. That's a gorgeous render.
What?
The lighting on that. The image right above that spiky one.
No, I have no idea what that creature is.
Darth says, no, the organs are melted together. Okay, so it's not tree based. I was just thinking because I was looking, I saw them in the forest and such. I really like the creatures because of their sort of simplicity. They have that simplistic kind of, again, Venom look. I'm just going to call it the Venom body monster type. A lot of monsters follow that, where they don't really have a nose, the big jaws, like Venom, except Venom has some colors and some bulkiness, but that kind of theme. Here's another image.
There was also, you guys might want to look this up. There was also, I think, a Resident Evil
pretty cool.
2, that was sometimes referred to as Resident Evil 1.5, because it was a scrapped version of Resident Evil 2 that Capcom did a lot of work on before they tried to scrap it, and there were at least a couple of monsters in that version that were not in the final official version of Resident Evil 2. It also had a radically different story and different characters. You might want to look that up. There's
Nice.
some YouTube videos on it.
Jono, your comment just made me laugh. So, nonetheless, I should be getting Dying Light. Sounds awesome. It sounds like a perfected or a more linear version of 7 Days to Die. Damn it, I need to get on these games. Ooh.
But yeah, I have to pop off soon.
Okay.
So may I go after Gargamel?
Yeah, I believe,
Go right ahead, Chris.
yeah, Gargamel's wrapped up. Go ahead.
I'm pretty much done.
Alright, so as I mentioned, the only experience I have depth-wise is the playthrough of Lag TV of Resident Evil 5, and I remember the bad creature from there. It was vexing to watch them fail constantly fighting that thing. But the one boss create monster that left the biggest impression with me was this gentleman. I do not, for the love of me, remember his name, but he injects himself with the Ouroboros virus and turns into a Kraken monster, where he chases you
That is a
in
Kraken monster.
water. Yep. This is some pictures of it that I managed to find. Or literally, he transforms into like a kraken. This you can see how big its head is compared to the boat they are on.
Wow. Awesome.
And it all
That
comes
is
from
pretty
one human.
terrifying.
Yes, and it all happened from one human, and the human body actually turned into just the tongue of the creature, as you can see here.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Super.
And after you kill the actual monster, its head explodes and the cut off tongue guy falls on the boat, and that's pretty much what's left of him.
My. How did you happen
Prior to
upon
turning
this?
into a monster, what?
How did you happen upon this creature, Chris?
It's the Kraken. From
How did
Resident
you
Evil 5.
find out about it? Did you just search it out, or?
Oh, I just googled Resident Evil 5 Kraken.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the reason I liked it most is because the guy prior to turning to a monster. He's a very flamboyant criminal type of guy,
Mm-hmm.
and I am quite a big fan of that archetype. And then he
Mm-hmm.
continues to be an actual flamboyant guy while he is a monster,
Right.
taunting the characters. When the boss battle with him begins, he literally injects himself, jumps overboard, and after a couple of seconds, you can hear a rumbling, a release the Kraken moment, you could say. And then this thing pops out, like erupts out of the water. It opens its mouth, and this guy on the tongue just pops out, and he's like, "I've had an extreme makeover." Like
Right.
super hyped, and that amused me to no end.
Sure. Yeah.
Resident
Perfect.
Evil villains, the human villains, Resident Evil at least, they're either incredibly, insane or incredibly dumb.
Hmm.
That is very, very awesome. I like that one. And like you said, with that archetype villain and character, and him still being present there as the tongue, it's excellent. It's reminiscent for me of this board game boss. I don't have this one. It's a famous board game. It did very well. One of the best funded projects ever on Kickstarter, which was Kingdom Death Monster. And one of the monsters is this big giant spider-like creature with a humanoid head, but then it has this tongue, this baiting thing, like you see with lure fish and such, this kind of lure, which has this torso just like this one. But instead of being fish or kraken-like, it's a walking spider, so very similar in context to that.
Oh yeah, that would be my monster. And what do you reckon are the topics for next time so I can cast a vote?
Let's discuss it real quick then.
Or if you don't know, if you don't want to talk over it, then just write them out in chat and ping me so I can.
Okay. All right, they'll be in the events. I'll update it in the events
All right.
section anyhow.
All right. Well, thank you very much for having me, guys. I wish you a good evening. Fear the unknown. Shoot it in the face with a shotgun.
Goodbye, Chris.
Awesome. Have a great night, Chris.
I'm sorry, but I think I better be going soon too. I have to make my lunch. I have
Gotcha.
breakfast. So
Cool. Well, awesome
I'll
seeing you,
see you guys
Gargano.
later. But I was able to at least be part of.
For sure. Hope to see you next week.
Have a nice day, guys.
All right, man. Have a great weekend.
Bye.
See ya. They're dropping off. As soon as the Kraken comes out, everybody starts dropping off. Now we see the true Monsterites here. This Kraken is the Kraken. If you look at the full body view, it's very reminiscent of something else. It's very reminiscent of Tyrannid type creatures, but another Kraken or something we've talked about before on here. I don't recall though. If you guys know, let me know. By the way, Dio, have you played through all these games? Have you battled the Kraken? Resident Evil, Raccoon City. Oh boy, we're talking about Raccoon City again. And Pro doesn't even care. Let's see, Dio. Just sharing some pics. Cool, so here are some more water creatures. These are from Resident Evil as well, Dio. These water creatures. That's crazy, the amount of monsters they've created as a weapon. It really does have a good lore, the game itself. And I just realized that I'm the only one in voice. Jono, you can join me in voice. If you're loud enough. If you're not, don't worry about it. Yes, okay. One is leaving us. Real Resident Evil hours. That's right, Dio. Pro has been consumed by Sims 3. Yeah. Oh, Pro's doing alright. Never know with him. Just sharing a pic of El Gigante. Ooh. Okay, that's very, very much looking like a cave troll of Lord of the Rings. A bit more humanoid than a cave troll, but nonetheless very similar, even in size. Ooh, what a great Versus episode. What Dio just posted there, the El Gigante versus a cave troll. What do you guys think? I think this one's more versatile and maybe quicker, but the cave troll's got more mass and bulkier and more monstrous. Animalistic. Ooh, that's a good one. Damn it. If only enough people would be aware of these things, I'd make a video. Because I don't think a lot of people know that El Gigante. So many creatures. So many. That's right, Donde. Exactly what I just said. Donde, you're on the same page there. Typical pro. Yeah, pros being pro. Oh, well. The Sims are eating his soul, guys. Yes. He's becoming a Sim. Next time we'll ever see Pro, he's going to have a floating diamond above his head. Didn't notice how close to a troll it looked like. Right, Donde. Ooh. Look at this one. Well, if you count the stronger El Gigante and Desu, look at this one, guy. What the hell is going on there? A torso is... Guys, for the first time, ears and eyes to everybody. Ears and eyes. How many watchers do we have? Everybody. Attention, everybody. The last image. This is a first here on the Monstercast. A first among monsters. We have this giant monster with a human coming out of his belly button. We actually have a navel human protrusion. That's right. Scientific terms here. Navel human protrusion out of this El Gigante. So, first, guys. Congratulations. Don't thank me, guys. Thank Dio. You have been honored by this appearance. You see what Pro missed out. You see what Gargamel missed out on. You see what Chris missed out on. See? Supro CD. That's right. This. Just, no. No need to thank me. Just take a moment to absorb this. A moment of silence. Just look at the El Gigante with a human popping out of his navel belly button. Enjoy it. It's going to be the sight of the weekend, probably of the next year for you. Okay. As soon as you guys absorb that into your minds, we can talk more important things, such as this guy battling a cave troll. So we have this guy. He does have spikes on his bracelets. Battling, the equivalent would be a cave troll that's a little altered. You know, the cave trolls that have blades placed into their arms and things like that. You know, there's a lot of mutilations in them. So a cave troll like that versus this guy, that would be pretty freaking awesome. But what if... Oh, never mind. It's not a belly... Damn it. No, it's a belly button. I'm not changing that. I'm not going back. That's just funny that he hanged them right there like that. The giant from Resident has a belt. No, Louis. No, shh. It's in the navel. It's in the navel. No, you're right. It's tied up there. It's just I figured it was. I was just messing, but funny that he had to tie it right there. That's just how demeaning, how disrespectful he is of humanity, that he hangs it right there between his legs. That's deep. That's deep malevolence. See what happens when I'm left to voicing this thing myself? It goes dark pretty quick. It goes places. Sorry, guys. Like it or not. Even has Chun-Li, right, gauntlets on it. Capcom with their Easter eggs. Do Capcom do stuff like that in their various games? Easter eggs to that level? If they do, that's cool. He is cool, though. He's got a cool face. I am enjoying him. I didn't realize that was human in there. I thought it was a huge skull. The Weave's crone from Witcher 3 has a human coming out of her belly, too. Ooh. I like what's... Man, those creatures in Witcher are amazing. I'd love to just do a video on them. Okay, so back to Dio. By the way, I wanted to share this one. The Thanatos from Resident Evil Outbreak is a special tyrant species. It's another tyrant type. Created by Rogue, Umbrella Corporation scientist Greg Mueller during the Raccoon City incident. That's, by the way, when Pro went crazy. The Raccoon City incident, Greg released Thanatos in defense of Umbrella's mass production of tyrants, and when he tried to kill the survivor squad, he was injured and lost an arm and mutated it into his super tyrant form. In that form, he is 11 feet or 12 feet tall and was pretty strong. In that form, to be honest, he was hard to kill but still got defeated. That's right. That's right, he did. Because you don't mess around, Dio. Dio does not mess around. So this Tyrant. My friend really wanted me to see the Tyrant of the new remake of Resident Evil. He didn't want me to spoil it anywhere and finally play it, but I never got around to it. But he said he wanted to see my reaction on it. That is pretty cool, the huge heart pumping out. Pumping iron. Thanatos. Damn. These guys are getting serious. I didn't know Resident Evil had so many cool monsters. Come on. How does it look like a huge skull? Right? Griffin? You so nuts. Swinging the human around like an extension of sorts. Exactly, Donde. Disrespect to the highest level. Well done, monster. Arturo, you dum-dum. He was so excited about the belly button thing. Dio and... Okay, so Dio's posting this one, and there's still a hunter left. Oh, one more hunter, guys. If you remember that reptilian monster we were looking at. Here's another one. Ooh, now this one is more toadish, more amphibian-like. You see the suction cup type fingers. He looks more toadish. And he doesn't look like he has those kind of scales anymore. Now it looks more of that warty skin texture. His name is the Hunter Gamma from Resident Evil Outbreak. Also developed... Oh, he was developed by Umbrella Europe. Oh, really? So there's... See, I'm just learning all this, so bear with me. So, sorry I'm sitting so low if you are looking at me. If I'm that even entertaining. But the Umbrella Europe... Okay, so there's different, basically, government or umbrella type, or I don't know if they're private organizations that come up with these monster weapons, which obviously makes sense. So, interesting. This is part of the European one. Into amphibian bows, BOWs. What does BOW stand for, by the way? But they failed, and they were making these by involving human DNA being bonded to amphibian egg with the T-virus. Super strong, because these hunters weren't super strong because they needed always to be wet in wet areas, and they needed to eat their prey in whole. Nice. Good job, Resident Evil, following actual biological rules. Well done. Griffo's laughing at me. Not sure would be neat if they did. Bioorganic. Griffo, you haven't answered. Have you played this game? And can someone tell me in the comments somewhere what does BOW stand for? I'm catching up on YouTube now. Eventually he gets more victims on his belt. Alright, alright. He has his heart exposed. Yeah, I like that. Hey, nobody has talked about William Birkin, the various forms he takes. That is a weak point. The heart, says Rain. Birkin, the Louis Birkin is the guy with the eye on his shoulder, right? BOW stands, thank you, Jono. Stands for better offer. God damn it. I was really... the problem of not being able to see two areas at the same time. BOW actually stands for Biohazardous Outbreak Weapons. Oh, wow. Okay. So, actually, outbreak... Because outbreak is like an uncontrolled factor, and that's part of the actual weapon. That's pretty wild. I like it. Yeah, Rain. Okay, so that one. Let's see. Jana. By the way, my absolute favorite creature. Okay, so now it's just Dio's on a roll now. Dio's on a roll. When you take a break, Dio, we'll let Griffin share anything if she does have something, and Jana as well. Until then, keep enjoying this. This is your day, Dio. Hey, Dio. This is your spotlight day. And look at Pro. He's totally ignoring you. You kiss Pro's butt. You support him and no matter what he does. And look at this. This is your time to shine. You're having a great time here. We're all enjoying this. And look at Pro out there. How do you feel about that, Dio? How do you feel about that? Next time you're supporting Pro. I just said Arthur with bow. What bow means? Don't make me fly over there. Did you? Oh, bioorganic weapons. No, Griffo, it's biohazardous outbreak weapon. So wait a minute, what is it? Is it bioorganic weapons or is it biohazardous? Outbreak weapons. Damn, that's much harder to remember. Come to think of it. After he gets forearms, I believe. Okay, so back to Dio's favorite. Is the first tyrant. Okay, so the first tyrant. This is an awesome concept. I'm sure he doesn't look this cool in the game since the game is old now. But Dio, that is an awesome concept art. Exposed heart and everything. It's just wonderful when you have a powerful creature, but it has a clear weakness. Something you can have hope in defeating, like that exposed heart. She's already flying. God damn it, Griffo. We don't know. Come on. I thought, oh boy, she's she's flying all over the place. She was in Discord, now she flew over to YouTube. I thought at one point it did say it was bioorganic. Organic. Now she's misspelling. She's losing it. She's going nuts. Eyes and feathers everywhere. Bioorganic weapon they call then on Resident Evil Damnation. Ooh, Griffo got schooled. She's like, oh. And she puts away her huge talons and bloodthirsting beak. See, Griffo? It's all good. It's all good. You can fly back over here to Discord. Perch upon our caves. Pro believes Sims is better than Resident Evil. Yep. I don't know, Dio. This was your day. This was the first time you've had a Monstercast all for you and your buddy's not here. Apparently your best friend. I'm trying to work up some drama here. Plus, it'd be good to see Dio have some anger toward Pro. There's not enough of that anymore. Gasp. Big eyes. Well, it is Donde. She's keeping her feathers tight, keeping her King Ghidorah rank. That's right. She's been really active lately. She's fighting for it, Jono. But I know Jono. He gets his weird face going and he just starts like a snail. He just starts slithering on about, kind of like that twisted tank engine, Thomas the Tank Engine thing, and except without the train body, just the worm body. Just what am I talking about? Let's move on. Let's go on to Jono. Jono, do you have anything to share today? It's getting exciting. That's what happens. Just Arthur and the mic. Arthur and the mic and everything goes nuts. By the way, Arthur, how's this? Very nice. You're getting better, Dio. You're doing the right thing, Dio. You're keeping everything clean. And you should be doing that. You should always be doing that. But especially when you're starting to draw and practicing more and more, keep things clean, measured out. Don't worry about making it look cool or rendered or shaded. Just make sure it's clean and everything is proportioned and measured out right. And you go from there. So you're doing very well. He is filled with determination. Okay, so Jono has nothing to share today. Okay, Jono, hope you're enjoying the episode nonetheless. Gargamel chose Nemesis, who was the only one I liked. Okay, cool. So, Griffo, you still haven't answered me, or maybe you have. Griffo, first of all, have you played the game? Do you enjoy them? And Griffo, do you have any Resident Evil monster you would like to share today? Dio oozing paint golem? You don't have it? Dio, my boy. Well then, congratulations, Dio. You deserve it. Dio has earned oozing paint golem. Although, Dio, I would like to see more monstrous drawings. Okay? Keep that in mind. More monstrous creations. Congratulations, everybody. Give Dio a hand. He just gained Oozing Paint Golem rank for submitting drawings. Dio's getting better. He sure is. Golem is already on its way. Donde's clapping. Yay, Dio. Yay. And where's the Griffo? Come on, Griffo. There she is. She likes to build up that tension as we wait. Okay. Which Resident Evil Part 6? Griffo! Any Resident Evil. We're talking Resident Evil monsters today. What's up? I was off writing my monster before copy-pasting it here. Yay for Dio. Yes, Phoenix, let me know if you have anything to share today on behalf of Resident Evil Monsters. If you don't, please let me know so that we can move on. Let me know if you've played the games. Okay, she does. Excellent, excellent. Rain Crawler's clapping for you as well, Dio, over on YouTube. Let's see, what do we have here? I would like to share one. Ah, yes, Raincrawler would like to share one. Lisa Trevor, a sad character who was a guinea pig. She go around and crying for her mother. Really? Did she turn into some awesome monster? I like little creepy things like that. I shall Google her, Mr. Raincrawler. Raincrawler said, well deserved deal. Deserved. Okay, let's check. Ooh, yep, she does turn into something creepy as hell. Ooh, I am liking that one. Great shout out there, Raincrawler. Freaking awesome one. Let's put that over here. Guys, check out this one. This is the one that Raincrawler shouted out over on YouTube. This is Lisa Trevor. Look at that. Ooh. Ooh, that's cool. I want to see the mask come off, and I'm sure it does. So she's got a mask of human skin and human faces. Just strong. You know, that's my thing right there. That is cool. Look who's here. What? Oh, is Pro here? Oh, Pro. Pro found time for us in his busy schedule of Sims 3. I wonder if he legit forgot about us. Apparently he has. Dio's out. He's done. You broke Dio's heart. Not really. Damn, she is cool. Here's a close-up of her face talking about, that's right. Jealous of Sims 3. I need my Pro here. See that, guys? There's a scarier face under all that. Sims 3 shall burn. Very cool. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Did you guys have a Fridays with Pro yesterday? As he disappears. Was there any Fridays with Pro? Answers? Are you guys too scared to answer? You trying to protect your fellow monsterite? Was he actually on VC yesterday? Did he go vocal? Nobody's answering me. Apparently Pro hasn't been doing his Fridays with Pro either. So thank you for sharing that, Raincrawler. That's a really cool one. Yeah, she does remind me of a little bit of Silent Hill. She's a little bit of that darker. It's not just monstrous body horror. You don't know what's going on. This is a little bit more twisted now. Did she ever die? No, she didn't die. Ooh, and she hasn't died even. Griffo says, I don't know. No, that's right. He did? Okay. Apparently Darth says he did. Alright, guys. So, Griffo, your turn. You have something for us? You said you're going to paste something? Stop playing with my emotions, Griffo. She's typing. I thought she already had it typed up and ready to be pasted. There she did. See me and my big mouth. Beautiful, beautiful, Griffo. Well done. And since you're not here often and you woke up just for this, I'm pretty sure you just woke up just for this like myself, you're getting a watermelon. Okay, let's check out Griffo's. Maybe when the mansion exploded, cool, I had a feeling. Okay. Griffo says, I think I'm going to have to go with a monster from Resident Evil, the Crimson Head. The Crimson Head. Typing. At first, they are just normal zombies. However, when killed, they go through a transformation period and rise up against as these things. Crimson Heads are wicked fast and difficult to defeat. The only way to prevent a zombie from becoming a Crimson Head is 3 things. Shooting the head until it explodes. Sorry, that's always wonderful. Burn the body afterwards. Or don't bother killing the zombie at all. Very nice. I love this as these zombies motivate me to think and plan ahead on which zombies to kill and which to leave alone, adding more weight to the decisions rather than just shooting on through. I could definitely see that. Yeah, a little bit of strategy in there. And so wait, when you kill them, do they explode? I'm getting the... Well, the head does explode, so I'm assuming it creates area damage to the other zombies. That's why you would shoot them and do the strategy. Design-wise, it is satisfying bloodiness to it, and the claws... It has a satisfying bloodiness to it, and the claws add the almost animalistic new form. Cool. Good old zombies. Can't go wrong. I got you, Arthur. Thanks, Griffo. The Night Owl. I mean, Griffin. We gotta get Arthur a dog like this. Aw. Dio, that would be the best birthday gift I ever got. Oh no. I know those dogs are in the game and in the movies, correct? No, unless you aim properly, which isn't easy sometimes. Right. Okay. Yeah, that's cool, Griffo. I can hear you. They are. Okay, thanks, Darth. Cool, had a feeling. Resident Evil, T-Virus, Zombies, Evolution, Zombie, Crimson Head, Regis Liquor, Type, and Type B. Nice, okay. Nice listing off there, Louis. Louis into it. Alright, I think that's everything. I think Dio may want to share... Is there any more monster you want to share, Dio? Before we start talking about the next Monstercast. This has been a full episode. Full hard-packed episode, for sure. No, not much white space, empty space in this chat. Tell me. Okay, if Dio doesn't have anything else to share, let's talk about suggestions for the next Monstercast. My birthday, I'll say it quick, only once. Live. March 14th. Close, Jono. Close. Not close enough. Take it easy, Jono. It's okay. It's alright. Don't worry. You're not a fool, Jono. You're not an idiot. Don't stop beating yourself up. Okay, over on YouTube, if you guys have suggestions for a Monstercast, let me know. I'll think of one. And Dio, if you have any more Resident Evil monsters, please share. Did you enjoy this episode, Dio? Was it everything you were hoping for? Yeah, look at you, Louie. Louie, the man. How's the weather over there on the western coast? We get a lot of western coast people, actually. Monster Battle. choose 2 monsters and we discuss who will win. We did a monster battle before, actually. We did an episode like that, Rain, so it would be the second one of such. So let's see if there's anything that we haven't done yet. Search it out, Rain. It might be a joy to watch. Everybody was in it, I believe. Chris and C and the whole gang. Anatomy Monsters. Ah, yes, Anatomy Monsters. Back on that. I'm going to suggest Doctors. Oh, by the way, Dio, or anybody Resident Evil knowing here, I saw that the monsters of the movie The Quiet Place, there are some monsters that look very much akin to those, very similar to those in Resident Evil. Which are those, and how similar are they? That is your test question today. If you're a Resident Evil fan, that is your test question. Which monsters of Resident Evil, they already got it, lickers. So it is the lickers. I'm assuming the ones of Quiet Place would still destroy them, would probably be stronger. Those Quiet Place monsters were, I wouldn't say OP, overpowered, but they were pretty powerful. Pretty fake almost level, speedy and just powerful. I'm going to suggest Doctors and the Monsters. Okay. Nice one, Donde. Laugh loud. Just as I was about to ask if you showed any monster faves. What's she talking about? What's she squawking about? What's she chirping about? She doesn't always squawk. She chirps sometimes too. We were choosing the next. Oh, he doesn't care. I still don't know what I think about Quiet Place. They both can't see, but hear real good. Right, Dio. Okay, cool. I wonder if the Quiet Place monsters were actually influenced or inspired by Resident Evil lickers. There's a good chance of it, but not necessarily. That would be interesting, little bit of knowledge there. I think monsters in Quiet Place were made up by stupid plot choices. Made OP. Yeah, I mean, it's a fun movie to watch, right? It's a curious movie. It's one of those curious concepts where you just want to keep watching, you like to imagine what it would be like, you want to see what's going to happen. So it's not a miss by that. But as far as being a complete movie, complete with plot and everything, yeah, obviously it's not a great movie. But as far as being a fun movie to watch, fun monster movie, I think it got that. They both can't see. Okay, so here are the suggestions. Let me know if I miss anything. Don't say I'm ignoring you later. Everybody's so touchy here, I tell ya. Anatomy Monsters. Monster Doctors or Monster Creators? We'll keep it to Doctors. Kind of mad doctors. Monster Doctor Creators. I'll just say Monster Doctors for now. What else? I liked it when I watched it in cinema, but not more than 6.5 for me. Okay. Speaking of which, Jono, are you as harsh with your criticism on the Godzilla movie? Gotta think about that. I know you're going to be more biased. I know you understand that you're more biased, but are you as harsh at critiquing a good movie? Vertigo. That's awesome. Vertigo. What the hell? It's like a xenomorph. That's a twisted looking thing. Is this Resident Evil as well, Dio? Damn. It's ugly. It looks pretty bad. It looks like a really big pain in the ass to fight. The Vertigo. Okay, any more suggestions? I have 2 so far, so I'll come up with one more. Oh, Dark Lords, says Darth. on behalf of Pro somewhat. And I'm going to say one as well. I'm going to say slow but deadly. Yeah. Vertigo means executioner in Spanish. Does it? El vertigo? Verdugo? No, that's el verdugo. Ooh, I like that. Yep, it shows up in Resident Evil 4. Okay. How many Resident Evils are there? I'm assuming 5? Or is there like 6, 7? How many? 7. Shit. Okay, guys, make your choices. We have Anatomy Monsters, Monster Doctors, Dark Lords, or Slow but Deadly. Artur, I made a proposal. Post-apocalyptic and post-apocalyptic monsters. So we have 5 choices. Let me put all those in one line again. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. All the choices. Let's see what we got. We got one for Monster Doctors. We got Jono holding up a gun on me. For whatever reason. Unused artwork, a tyrant called Wrightson. Ooh, that's a bulky tyrant. Thank you, Dio. This has been a pleasure. I've enjoyed learning of the different monsters of Resident Evil. I want to watch the movies, sort of, just to watch them. I don't think I'll be playing the games anytime soon. I don't think I have the patience, especially anymore, the time. I might play that. I might play the remake at my friend's house sometime. Vertigo Anatomy Monsters. So we got 1 Anatomy Monsters, 1 Doctors. Arthur, I got a proposal. Raincrawler has a proposal as well. Shoot it out, Brain. Dark Lords. Well, I don't know. I'm not taking a vote for Pro. We can't take one from him. If he wants to vote, he's got to vote. That's the least he can do, right, Darth? That's the least. I'm surprised Darth didn't vote for Monster Doctors, as Darth is such a doctor himself. Monster Battle, choose 2. Okay, so Raincrawler wants to do that one again. I think, yeah. So as I told you before, Raincrawler, we do have an episode already like that where we had 2 monsters fight. We would talk about 2 and who would win. So we can do an episode like that again, but maybe I won't put that suggestion up yet because everything right now is original. Once we start running out of suggestions or something, if we can't think of something, please mention that one again next week. Yeah, just keep mentioning it. I'd like to do another episode like that. Those are always fun. You're right, Louis. Now, not knowing much behind the games and Silent Hill, I know my friend really loves Silent Hill, I think more than Resident Evil. I did really love the Silent Hill movie. I don't know if it's an unpopular opinion, but Silent Hill, the first movie, the second one's okay, but the first one, I really love that movie. That got me more into that universe, and they did do, like, even Pyramid, they did him differently, but I think they still did him justice. You know what I mean? What do you think? Silent Hill, the movie, the music, I really love it's one of my favorite horror action films, definitely. I really like that one. If you guys haven't seen Silent Hill, the movie, I really recommend that one. I really love it's like Carrie. If you know Stephen King's Carrie, it's the reason why I love Stephen King's Carrie, how she goes nuts at the end. That's kind of it too. It's got some of that in it as well. Very cool. Yeah. Yeah, I forget that's the big thing comparing Silent Hill to Carrie. 2 horror flicks that I really, really like. I know a ton about the games and the sound. Yeah. Yeah, I thought you did, Louis. Okay. Okay, so Dio chooses Dark Lords. We got 2 for Dark Lords. Guys, we got to vote. Jono, you didn't vote. So I'm guessing you're choosing Apocalyptic. Griffo. Jono's voting Dark Lords as well. Wonder if you guys are doing that or if you're just kissing up to Pro for whatever reason. Pro turns his back and everybody's like, oh, notice me. That's what's going on. I'm just messing with you guys. It's fun. Griffo said, I don't know. Never saw
Arthur getting racist again.
other people spitting on them. Really? On the Silent Hill movies? Come on. My friend's a fan of the games, and he's all right with the movie. It's different, but has some things similar. I vote post-apocalyptic. So 2 for post-apocalyptic. Jono's not even voting for his own thing. I'm going to vote for... Let's see. If I vote for post-apocalyptic, we'll put him at a tie. If I vote for anything else, then Dark Lords will win. Jono just changed his vote. So much action. Been watching Survivor, and this just feels like Survivor. Vote for Anatomy, Raincrawler. Louis, what are you voting for again? Anatomy? Oh, 2 for Anatomy. Oh shit, I think we have a 3-way tie. We have 2 for Dark Lords, 2 for Anatomy, and 2 for Post-Apocalyptic. That would mean 6 votes. We need a tiebreaker. We need a tiebreaker. This is getting nuts. Right? Let's check everything. What did Griffo vote for again? Post-apocalyptic, right. Anybody changing their votes? One change of vote, and that's going to be the winner. Gambling. Ah, you want to gamble, huh? Oh, goodness, I have to find the code. Dundee voted, right? Yeah, everybody's voted. What do we do? Maybe I'll just vote. Okay, let me see which one I like the most. Anatomy, I do like Anatomy. Doctor, that's alright. Dark Lords is a lot of stuff. Slow but Deadly, that's mine. Should vote for mine. Anatomy monsters are monsters. Louis clarifying his. Get those votes. I sort of want to go to... What happened? Okay, well, Dio already said Dark Lords, didn't he? Post-apocalyptic. Okay. Post-apocalyptic it is. Congratulations. What's your name? Jono. I was gonna go... I think I was leaning toward Anatomy monsters myself. But I'm impartial either way. Somewhat. So, is that it? We agree? Post-apocalyptic wins? Well, we don't agree, but we agree that's the fair vote. Alrighty, guys. Three votes for Dark Lord. 3 for Dark Lords, and 3 for Apocalyptic. Is that right? Are we at a tie? Are we at a standoff? Oh, goodness. We're wasting too much on time on this one again. Where the hell is Super OCD? She could help out here. I thought there was 4. And even Pro said post. Okay, it's post. That's what you guys get. Oh, goodness. Pro certainly does have an impact with his charisma among the monsterhood. I'll just say that. Oh, goodness. Okay, so it's post-apocalyptic monsters. So that's going to be monsters after some big war or something post-apocalyptic happens. Remember, it doesn't have to be a technology war. It could be a heaven and hell type war. Just a big apocalyptic or a natural disaster happening, and then the monsters that spawn out of that. Be creative, because it doesn't necessarily have to be these mutated monsters. It could be like more dinosaur creatures too, so, or where evolution could lead us at that point, or a civilization. Alright guys, I hope you've enjoyed this. I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you over on YouTube. Thank you Louis, Rain, and those of you that crossed over to that side during the discussion. Thank you Dande, and thank you again Dande for that suggestion. I have to thank you by voice again because yeah, you just said the right thing there. Darth, thank you for joining in. Dio, thank you. Jono, thank you for coming in, back in and enjoying this with us. Pro, so you've been listening to me. Well,
No problem.
thanks for being here. Thanks for the guys that already left early. And remember, guys, the SCP Monster Maker event will be concluding on October 4th. And stay tuned for our Halloween Monster Art Contest announcement over on our main channel on YouTube. Hope you guys can participate in it. I'll see how much funding I can scrap up. I do want to get over $100, but let me see what I have available. But I can tell you at least $60, $70 will be grand prize winner. I'm going to try to make that higher. So, and the more people that we can get to participate, I think I'll also make that affect how much the prizes are going to be. Okay? So stay tuned for that. Until then, stay monstrous, my friends. Goodbye, everybody. Say your goodbyes. Have a great week. Have a great day or night, wherever you are. Stay monstrous, my friends. There you go. All my outros. In one. Do you guys think it's time to change this outro song? Let me know. We'll hold a little bit of an after party here for a little while, and then I'll be heading off as well. We are on the Season of the Dead.
Always remember that monsters are tragic beings. They are born too tall, too strong, too heavy. They are not evil by choice.
Beautiful.
That is their tragedy.
Louis says, never know when a monster might be lurking near you. That's right, Louis. And we were talking about monsterite hand gestures, that we should come up with one. So if you're interested in talking about this, come over to Discord. I'm going to discuss this with the guys. See you guys. 3, a 2, a 1.